Alright, YouTube, we need to have a chat, you hear me? We need to have a fucking talk right now. Oh. In case you, actually, not in case you missed it. Obviously you missed it. I just learned about this today. And apparently this has been talked about for at least 3 days by now, according to this article. Or like when it was written. But YouTube is trying to silence creators, and you can't tell me that they're not. Because they are. They are trying their hardest to silence us, so that we don't do anything that'll make them look bad. And basically the latest nail in that coffin is the new creator-on-creator hate speech rules. Rules in quotes, because they never tell us about any of this. As usual, YouTube, please actually tell us about these things. You know, I kind of use your website. I kind of need to know what not to do. That'd be great. Basically, there was some fiasco on Twitter or something, I don't know, and I don't care. But something happened on Twitter and someone was being an idiot, whatever. YouTube made another out-of-the-blue content change, and as you know, I really don't care about these things half the time. But this one is just going too far and I had to make a video. So, that's what we're doing. YouTube introduced new hate speech rules in the wake of some dude's complaints, which led to many seemingly innocuous YouTube channels being demonetized and deleted. So already, whatever these new rules are and whatever they do, already just ruined a whole bunch of people's careers. And a further update, this is where it just gets really stupid. Alright? YouTube said it may take action against creators even if they don't violate community guidelines. What? If you're not violating the guidelines, you shouldn't be able to do anything about it. Like, those are your guidelines that you set in place that people have to follow. You shouldn't be attacking or taking down this person's channel because they didn't violate the guidelines, but you said that their behavior was egregious and harms the broader community. Which, in that case, you might as well just remove the comments system. Because last time I checked, the internet is not a nice place. No, big shock. People on the internet can be jerks. If a creator's behavior is egregious, who decides if someone's behavior is egregious? Do you decide that, YouTube? Which, in that case, considering how broken your copyright system has been for God knows how many years, I don't trust this system if that's what's gonna happen. If you have, like, a team or something of, like let's just say you got a bunch of, like, normal content creators, like, one from each, like, community on YouTube, little sub-community, whatever. You got them all together, and you basically say, okay, we think this person is being egregious. Can you, give your take on it? And then take those into consideration. If that was the case, that would be good, but as usual, YouTube doesn't tell us how these things work. So, I'm just going to assume it's going to be something like the copyright system in some form or capacity, and if that's the case, then we're all screwed. Because, once again, YouTube, fix your copyright system, please. These new policies are probably going to have little impact when it comes to stopping real harassment, but instead make it even harder for creators to challenge, debate, criticize, joke about, or respond to content from other creators on the platform. Thank you. ReclaimTheInternet.org, thank you. You hit it. You just hit the nail on the head perfectly. That sentence. That's all that needs to be said right there. Just clap for that. Seriously, YouTube. Fix your fucking website. I want to actually have some kind of future on your website where I can actually perhaps make a little bit of that moolah. But if you're going to keep making stupid rules like this, then I might as well just move to some other site. And that's another thing. Like, all of Google's competitors, because Google owns YouTube, like, all of Google's competitors, they're going to see this, and they're going to be like, all these YouTube guys are really hating YouTube for their awful policies. Why don't we make our own YouTube-esque site that actually has good policies, or at the very least tells us about them? And then literally every YouTuber just flocks over here, because it's just YouTube, but they actually tell us what's going on. Like, I don't even know what the guidelines are anymore. I've never known what they are, because YouTube never, like, says, here they are, read them or something. I've never seen anywhere where the community guidelines are specifically said in, like, a nice little bulleted list, because no one's gonna read an 8,000 page freaking document for all the guidelines. But, like, here's another thing. If you're going to have a new rule that just punishes egregious behavior that harms the broader community, why don't you just change the guidelines? Problem solved. Just change the guidelines, and then people are like, okay, it's in the guidelines. They still didn't tell us about it, but at least it's there. No. From what I'm seeing, it says they will take action even if it doesn't violate the guidelines. What? How does that make sense? That literally makes no sense. I don't get it. Basically, moral of this video, YouTube is silencing creators just ever so slightly each year. Just each year they introduce something new to silence us even more. First it was the whole swear and you get demonetized crap that I still don't care about at all, because I don't get paid in the first place, so why do I care? And then obviously the whole copyright thing that's been happening for years. Everyone knows about that by now. But now they have this where they can literally take down creators like that. They can just be Thanos and just do that, and your creator is gone. Like, it doesn't even have to be legitimate evidence. It could just be like some troll wanting the channel to get taken down. And then, like, they take an out of context quote from a video, and it's like, oh, snap that fool out of existence. Oh, this guy's doing it too? Snap him out. All of you, goodbye. YouTube, please fix your fucking website.